today is a very late review for the Suicide Squad movie, which I saw quite a while back. Suicide Squad was directed by David Ayer. It stars Will Smith and Margot Robbie, and it's based on the DC comic book, which is basically comic book's answer to the Dirty Dozen. And in the initial comic book, it was a Suicide Squad. People died left and right. This movie is, of course, set in the DC universe. Well, the version of the DC universe that we refer to as the Snyderverse, the one that's dark and gritty and everyone's a little bit meaner than they need to be. Uh, the film stars Will Smith as Deadshot, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, Viola Davis plays Amanda Waller, Jared Leto plays the much anticipated, really freaky version of the Joker, and someone named something French, Cara Delevingne or some crap like that, plays the Enchantress, who's a DC villain that I don't think I've ever heard of her before, but she's in this movie now. Um, so the film, the beginning of the movie is basically you meet all the bad guys. The concept is that you're going to make a team of good guys composed entirely of bad guys and use them in situations where you don't care if anybody gets killed. And then what happens almost right off the bat is one of the good bad guys turns out to be an actual bad guy, and now you have your movie. Um, it does a very rushed job of introducing each individual character. A lot of other reviewers praise them for how they introduce the characters. I thought it was not that great. The middle of the film is all violence and bonding. The action is so-so. It's entertaining. It isn't spectacular. You've seen better fight choreography on television shows like Arrow and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The special effects are decent. They don't blow your mind, but they also don't take you out of the film. The ending of the movie, well, you know the bad guys are going to win, but which set? Well, since there's going to be a sequel, you know which set. Um, it's a little simple. Ultimately, my conclusion for the film, the upside of the film. The upside of the film is there's a lot of action, which is okay. There's a lot of humor. The humor is better than the action. And between Margot Robbie and Will Smith, you have tons of charisma being thrown around. Both of them are extremely likable as characters that shouldn't be quite so likable, and it works for the film. It works a lot for the film. The whole film is carried by those two. The downside of the film, the characterization is simple. It's actually the performance of Margot Robbie and Will Smith that makes the story better, not the actual way the story is written. The plot is very simple, and the fight choreography is not what it should be. I give this film 3 stars. It's fun. It's simple but fun. It's not stupid. It's just simple. 3 stars.